Welcome back. It's a full circle. It's a chilly morning. I hope you guys are warm and you're making your way to work. Let us know where you're at on the road. If you're already at work, 22999 is our free SMS line. Now on Facebook, Martha Damaclean Kerora saying, wishing Joyce quick recovery, the flu to go away. Good morning, Mix. I'm locked Kamakawa representing Told Riru. Morning, Wikali. Glad to see you here today. Can't wait for the topics of the day. Plus your laughter, Wikali Hunichangamsha. Thank you so much. Watching Full Circle with, well, Joyce. Good morning, ready to learn, and that is what we are all about. And looking at our free SMS line, Dominic Bakari says, good advice from Anna. I like it, but it depends on the cause of the pain or depression. Overcoming some of these situations requires some alternatives. But she was like, you need to go through the process and even seek counsel with somebody. Hi, Mikali, please ask. Oh my God, I should have seen this earlier. How long one can reach out to a person who just buried a loved one. But again, you had a number. You can get in touch with Anna. Hello, I'm Georgina. Enjoying the show from Kasarani. I'd like to nominate myself for a makeover on Valentine's Day. I'm a teen mom, and now that my son has joined school, I want to feel young and beautiful again. I want to take back my life. Now, this is the kind of attitude we're looking at, and I think on Friday we're going to be having feedback on that. And she says, thanks in advance. Betty says, looking lovely, enjoying the show. Quick recovery to Joyce, and I'm missing her. So keep your SMSs coming on our free SMS line. That is 22399, and also on our Facebook page. That is Switch TV Kenya. Well, right about now, guys, I told you, I say when do the gang, it's important for you to know how to handle or even look out for whoever is riding you, or even if you are a rider, if you're a biker, what are some of the safety measures that you need to have or take so that you are safe on the road for yourself and even for your pillion. So in studio today, we have a gentleman with a very interesting name. It's called Malibu. I totally love that name, Malibu. Karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
And I love that our table is decorated.
Yeah.
In another life, I would have been a biker.
It's not too late. It's still
Is it?
Yes.
I lost a very good friend, and I'm happy we're having this conversation because I never had it before. Okay. After my friend passed on riding, and that is when my dream died. I was like, "Boy, guy," and he was like the best. He was really good with the gang that he was in, and the way he
call it a gang.
Well, it's not a gang, not a gang in a bad way, but you know what I mean. But
yes, I do.
So these things happen, and it's important to have these conversations of what to do, what you need to protect yourself and other people on the road, because it's not just about you. You're using a road that is being used by other people as well. Yes. And if you're carrying somebody else, it's even more important, because if you're on a ndudi, like a bike, then you are your own everything. Like you say, people who are in cars are called, they're in cages, and then you're your own everything. So it needs to be very, very well put out there what they need. Maybe you can take us through what is on the table first and its importance, plus what you're wearing as well, because it's also very important.
Okay. This is, I'd say, the basic riding gear. That's a helmet. Can come a bit closer.
Yes, you can.
So basically, this is a helmet. Now, helmets are not just helmets. Maybe I'll pick up something below the helmet. This is called a balaclava.
Okay, so let me just hold this.
Okay, you want to hold this helmet? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So the balaclava is actually pretty important. It's like those, they used to be called those kid things, boshori.
Boshori,
Yes.
It's like a boshori.
Yeah, but much lighter, of course. Not made from wool, basically cotton. Keeps the helmet clean, keeps you warm under the helmet because it comes down all the way into the neck. Also, it does something else. Because it comes up all the way up to the nose, it protects you from breathing in all those exhaust fumes and the dust on the roads. So it will help with some of the respiratory issues people have, breathing in cold air, breathing in exhaust fumes, dust, and everything else. So this is pretty important because you can actually...
This goes in fast before
the helmet. Okay. Then you have your helmet. We'll have the helmet. Now, helmets are safety rated. At the rear of the helmet, you'll see a sticker. Now, at the rear, this sticker is a safety rating. Has a safety rating.
Okay.
Now the safety rating is either depending on where the helmet has been manufactured, the region where the helmet has been manufactured, whether it's in the States or it's in the UK, in Europe. so it will have different safety ratings. But your helmet has to be safety rated.
Okay.
Yes, because when you drop or when you have a crash and you fall, this helmet is what's supposed to protect you from the impact that you'll have on your head. So your helmet has to be safety rated. There are many features to the helmet. You can have drop-down visors, like sunglasses, which are, let me see, yeah, you see, so it has a drop-down visor.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Then, of course, you'll have this visor. There's so many things you can put into the helmet. Anti-fog, so that the helmet doesn't mist up.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask, when it rains, like in the morning today, what happens then? Do you apply something to make sure that because gari wako na wiper, what happens then?
You can apply a bit of turtle wax so that the rain simply doesn't, the rain just flows through the visor. You can also have an anti-fog, it's called an anti-fog inside here, which basically will make sure that the helmet doesn't fog up. Those are simply just accessories to the helmet.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
But even without that, this works perfectly.
This works perfectly. Okay. But I always say, if you're going to have one thing and one thing only as a safety gear, get a good helmet. Okay. Yeah, because you have two hands. You can pretty much, well.
But how do you know what a good helmet is? Because we'll see, nikienda pale nisimamishe boda boda, I don't check if it's rated, safety rated and all of that. But for anybody who's looking to like probably get a gear, what is a good helmet?
Well, a helmet should fit you snugly. To the point that if you shake your head, it's not moving around. Then beyond that, as I said, the safety rating for the helmet. Buy helmets from people who actually sell reputable bike gear dealers, not just anyone. The helmets that are usually given with bikes are usually to fulfill government regulations for compliance sake. So you don't get a good helmet, especially all those yellow helmets. No, they are no. Well, it's better than nothing, but if you're going to ride, I feel
some type of way next time I'm on Nduthi and then I'm over here wearing it and hoping I'm safe.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yes.
Now we know. Okay.
Then you have your knee guards. These ones, basically, you strap them around your knee.
Okay.
So if you drop, they'll actually help you. They'll protect you from impact.
Okay.
Then you have your gloves, which are pretty important.
Is there a special kind of glove or?
Well, gloves are.
What makes it pretty? Oh wow, this is pretty hard, guys. Like it's really.
But that's not the most important part.
Oh, okay.
Because when you fall, you rarely fall this way. You will fall this
way. That way, yeah.
So it's the padding on the bottom of the glove, at the palm, on your palm of the glove, which is pretty important. Also the fitting of the glove. Usually leather gloves they last longer than textile gloves. So you're looking for something. Most of these purchases will be, I won't say one time, but you need them to last because they can be pretty expensive. So just buy quality, and the quality will last for a while.
Okay.
Then one of the last things, one of the most important things is actually your jacket. Your jacket is armored. Like this one has, you can feel it, has armor there.
Yeah.
On the shoulder, right, has armor on the
elbow.
Elbow has armor on the back.
Right here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, guys. This is solid.
But this is a high-end jacket because it's also layered. It has 3 layers. It has
3 layers.
Yes. It has a waterproof layer, which is removable. It has a thermal layer, which is removable. These are actually 3 in 1. I can remove all this. I'll show you. It's actually pretty simple. I can remove this. So depending on
this is serious business.
Yeah, it is.
Now be careful the next time I'm getting on a motorbike.
See, this is a whole jacket on its own.
Yes.
You see? It's a whole jacket on its own. I can remove that. I can remove
this other one over here.
This other one. Yeah. Sorry.
So this is the waterproof one.
This is a waterproof one. It has a lock.
Yeah, I see. There's another lock in here.
And I think there's one at the bottom too.
Tuko hapa tukitoanisha jacket. Then here it is. Like wow.
Yeah, that's a waterproof layer. And then you have your armored jacket, which is also vented. Like on a hot day, it's breathable, so you won't.
So you can actually just wear that on its own. You can wear
this on its own. Why I remove the layers is because of one very important thing.
Okay.
People forget you have to layer up. Like I don't have the armor jacket on me, but I have this is body armor.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
very.
it's the same thing as this jacket, but it's lighter. It has a chest protector, back protector, elbows and shoulders. Now this, but I also have my t-shirt. I have a vest inside, and then I have a reflector vest, which is this. I'll come back to this later.
Okay.
Now why I remove this in layers is because you need to layer up. One of the risks of riding is actually the weather.
Yes.
And people forget that even on a warm day, there's something called a wind chill. The ambient temperature, which is basically the temperature at that particular moment when you're sitting still, could be higher. Could be like maybe on a warm day, 28 degrees centigrade. But the wind you're riding into is actually a much colder. Could be up to like something like 24, 23 degrees.
Yeah.
You're actually riding in colder wind so you feel like, okay, it's a warm day, I don't need. But actually, that's the air that you're breathing in, which is actually colder. You're exposing your chest and your extremities to colder.
Your health is in the line here.
So you need to layer up. So you actually wear things in layers. I'd rather have a jacket with these layers. It gets hot, I remove the layers than not have the layers. Yeah, than not have the layering.
Okay.
So they don't have to be expensive. You simply, as you saw, I can wear a vest, a t-shirt, a sweater. Just layer up. Yeah.
And that is what we see with the kawaida motorcycle guys who wanatubeba kila siku.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the reflectors. We come to the end of this conversation.
So the reflector,
yes,
you have to be visible. You have to be seen. So you have to be bright. I don't mean bright like a Christmas tree bright, because I've seen some bikes which are, but you have to be pretty bright. Yes. Sasa your umbrella, it's a risk because it's not part of the structure of the bike.
It's not.
So if you fall, that's one of the things that will break off and maybe hurt you. You'd rather, but this is pretty important, the reflector vest, because it makes you're bright and you're visible on the road. You're conspicuous. Someone can't say they didn't see you. You see, yeah, that's one of the most important things, to be seen. Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. And I think you've covered everything within the time that we had, which is really good. But can you give us like an estimate of how much this would cost for anybody who's getting into it, the margins, if it's this low to this?
Well, okay, like a basic helmet, a good helmet will cost you anything from 9K moving on up.
Okay.
Jackets, depending, you can get jackets from the second-hand markets, just good jackets. You don't have to always buy a new jacket.
Yeah.
That can come in from 4K going on up. High-end jackets like this could be even 15, 20. They can be pretty expensive depending on the brands also and what you're looking for, the quality.
All right.
Knee guards are not expensive. You can get them from 2,000 moving on up. The gloves, also the same price range. Boots, if you don't have boots,
yes, very important as well.
If you don't have boots, you can actually wear safety shoes like this.
Yes.
This is a safety shoe. It's a factory safety boot, which has a steel toe in the front, non-slip sole, and a rigid construction that protects also my ankle. And then, these things, you get them. You can get them from the second-hand market at 1,000 bob, 2,000. You can get them from Bata. Yeah, it's better than wearing slippers or normal office shoes, which offer no protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming through, Malibu.
I
think within that short time, people have just grabbed everything, and you were very quick and elaborate on everything and the importance of each and every single outfit right here. Yeah. Social media pages, if you do this on the side, people can talk to you about it.
Yes, we are. So I'm actually the lead trainer for Inked Biker Rider Training.
Yes.
You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, we have a website, inkedbiker.com. Our numbers are 0735073089.
So even the training, if I want to learn how to ride a bike?
Yes, the training, we train people from scratch. Even if you don't know how to ride a bike, you can, from a bicycle, you can start it from the bicycle and move you on up.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. And actually one thing I'll say, 70% of our clientele are ladies.
I have seen. It's a huge number of ladies.
We train a lot
the trips
more.
that you guys are taking to everywhere.
Yeah, the ladies had gone to the World Women's World Women Riders World Relay. The baton is going around the country, and they're going to pick it up from Malawi and brought it all. They came back yesterday.
That's really good.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to
You're
Mali.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right,
Appreciate
I hope Milan kitu moja kitu mbili pale, if you want to get into that gang. Nimeambiwa gang, by the way. I was saying that after Jinapoa. I think it's because of Nduthi gang. Sisi wasi remember on Nduthi. Anyway, we're taking a very short commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go too far. Remember, talk to us. 22999 is our free SMS line.